Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. A neuroscientist experimented on her students and found a powerful way to improve brain function. Even a single instance of vigorous exercise measurably improves brain function, and that improvement lasts up to 2 hours. That's the results of research by New York University Center for Neuroscience professor Wendy Suzuki. In an experiment she conducted with several other Center for Neuroscience researchers, subjects engaged in an hour of vigorous exercise, 50 minutes of vigorous exercise bike riding with a 5-minute warm-up and cool down, and then took a battery of cognitive tests designed to test different types of brain functions. They found that subjects who'd ridden the bikes had markedly better scores on tests of their prefrontal cortex function than those who spent the hour watching an episode of 24 instead. The prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that handles reasoning, problem solving, learning, memory, communication skills, and other tasks that are essential for most business leaders. By testing over time, the researchers found that this improved function lasted at least half an hour and up to 2 hours. But Suzuki's study of exercise effect on brain function was not limited to the lab. In a real world version of the experiment, she began leading some of her neuroscience major students at NYU in a weekly class in intensity, a cardio workout that incorporates dance and kickboxing moves, yoga, and affirmation. She found that even working out only once a week, the students who exercised with her had improved reaction times and consistently strong academic performance throughout the semester, whereas the non-exercising students saw their performance decline over time. Suzuki's interest in studying the effect of exercise has on the brain began with unintentional experiment on herself. Around the time of her 40th birthday, her career was going great, her productivity was high, but she realized she wasn't very happy. At some point, she hired a trainer and began attending intensity classes. Eventually becoming certified as an instructor, she found that her mood improved, as often happens when people begin exercising regularly, but she also discovered that her cognition was improving. I was able to recall things faster. I realized that my brain was better from working out more. She told Washington Square News a vigorous workout can help you maximize brain function. She added, exercise is something that when you spend time on it, it will buy you time when you start to work. How can you put her discoveries to use for yourself? Since a workout measurably increases cognitive function for up to 2 hours, there's a good argument for going for a run or otherwise getting in some cardio before going to an important meeting, making a presentation, or starting on a crucial project. Beyond that, Suzuki's findings should reassure you that you can reap the brain benefits of exercise even if you aren't a dedicated gym rat who works up a sweat every day. It looks like even one cardio workout a week is enough to improve brain function and that you can sustain that improvement over time. There's a growing audience of Inc.com readers who receive a daily text from me with a self-care or motivational micro challenge or tip. Often, they text me back and we wind up in a conversation. Many are entrepreneurs or business leaders who knows how important it is to be at their mental best. For them, and perhaps for you too, it's great to know that something as simple as a once a week workout is enough to make a meaningful difference. So, hold on. Let's see. So, that's just a little story and everything. But that's how it is. But I mean that there's nothing different about that. It's like you don't need a study to show you that if you get off your ass and work out, that of course you're going to see some results. Of course you're going to feel better. Of course you're going to, have you're going to have a lot more energy, a lot more positive in you to get things done. Because see, me at my job, I walk every day picking up heavy things, delivering them. I'm in the sun that's at least 104, 105 degrees, whereas in the truck it's like 130, almost 140 degrees. So that's a lot of heat on you. But at the same time, mentally, I look at it like this, like, man, this is basically building my mental up stronger, which it does. Because if you can survive that, you should be able to survive anything else. So when you're working out every day or you have the chance to work out, you're good. And plus, reading wise, of course, your students are going to score higher if they're actually working out, doing this and that, and then people just sitting there watching 24 all day or something on TV. They're going to be more likely to be bored and be like, man, whatever. That's how they're going to look at it, like, whatever. So, and that's the point. They try to tell you about these tests, about this stuff. And that's cool if you get into yoga and all type of stuff. But at the same time, you have to have that in you to say, yo, I want to do this. It can't just, people are just not going to say, I'm going to do it. They have to want to. They can't be pushed to do it, because if you push somebody to do something, that's when they rebel or they don't even want to deal with it. You know? That's something different. Just wanted to bring that up. Now this is kind of late. Police are investigating Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill over an alleged haulover marina incident. He's under investigation and is by the Miami-Dade Police Department. The local 10 News, they've learned that he allegedly hit a man working at Haulover Marina, which is basically where you go get boats and everything. If you're from Florida, you're from that area. He shared an Instagram story over the weekend showing a Father's Day celebration on a boat. According to a tip received by local 10 News at around 6 p.m. Sunday, Hill got into some kind of disagreement with an employee of one of the charter companies based at Haulover Marina that apparently ended with Hill hitting the man. Sources later told local 10 News that Hill's group was fishing for tarpon from the dock at the marina, which is not allowed. Tarpon are protected in Florida. Those sources said a 57-year-old employee who works at the Kelly fishing fleet informed the group of the rule, which led to an argument and ended with Hill hitting the man in the back of the head. It's unclear if the man was injured, but on Monday, Miami-Dade police were seen at the marina. On Tuesday, the department confirmed an investigation was underway involving Hill. Several experts said if Hill is charged, it will likely be for simple battery, a misdemeanor. Those experts denied reports that the alleged victim in the case isn't pressing charges and said even if that were the case, police in the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office could pursue charges independently. Also on Tuesday, Hill's agent Drew Rosenhaus tweeted out a video of him with the shark and said in the caption that he and Hill were fishing together. Local 10 News has reached out to Rosenhaus and his team several times on Tuesday, but hadn't heard back from them as of the time of this story publishing. It's unclear if Hill will face any criminal charges stemming from the incident. We are aware of the situation and have been in contact with Tyreek, his representatives, and the NFL. We will reserve further comment at this time, a spokesperson for the Miami Dolphins said in a statement Wednesday. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission told Local 10 News it was aware of the Rosenhaus video with the shark and that the agency was in the process of reviewing it. The NFL declined to comment. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you know the rules. Now, we don't know what's happened, so I'm going to wait till everything in the case is done and stuff, and then, we'll talk about it. Um, they're very strict about tarpon and certain fish in Florida. So when you go fishing, what we used to do is get a list of the fish that aren't allowed to be taken, and we would throw fish back if we would throw fish back if they weren't allowed to be taken and eaten. Because you got to clean your fish and everything. But it, and like I said, I'm not blaming Tyreek for this or anything because I don't know what happened. The 57-year-old could have came off as rude because sometimes people in Florida are very rude. So I'm not going to jump the gun and just say, oh, this poor 57-year-old. Nah, I ain't saying that because a lot of the old heads in Florida are very rude and nasty when they talk to you. And I think he kind of probably approached being very rude. And I think if he would have actually talked or said something, it would have been all cool. I mean, people don't have people skills no more. Like, you don't have to go up like I remember I was delivering and everything to this doctor's office. A lady got rude as hell with me, but I said, you know what? I'm not even finna get attitude back. I just said, you know what? Have a nice day, ma'am. And gave her a package politely and left. Some people, they may be miserable, but they may be having a temper or they may be upset at that one time. But, sometimes you got to walk away. And in this case, Drew Rosenhaus, if you was with Tyreek Hill, why didn't you have him walk away? This is why I don't like Drew Rosenhaus. I don't trust him. I think sometimes he loves the attention. He loves negative press because it builds his name up. It builds his name up. So when I get more information, I'll let y'all know. But I think it was a misunderstanding. They probably got into it. I don't know if Tyreek punched him. I don't know if he did. I mean, we don't know. But if the 57-year-old says something that was nasty, then I could see him doing it. So, but like I said, we don't know. Allegedly, he punched him, but we don't know. All right, now, I ended my conversation. Indiana Jones 5 director James Mangold feels betrayed after Hugh Jackman agreed to return as Wolverine after Logan's swan song. Dun, dun, dun! Prior to the release of Logan, Hugh Jackman announced that James Mangold's 2017 movie would be his last film as the iconic superhero Wolverine. The Marvel character has been one of the most remarkable and loved roles Jackman has portrayed in his career, and fans were devastated knowing that they would never see the X-Men star on screen. However, he surprised the fans as he announced his comeback alongside Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 3. While fans are excited and eagerly waiting for his comeback, the director of Logan, which was expected to be Jackman's last film as Wolverine, doesn't seem to feel the same way. During a recent interview with Variety, Mangold opened up about how he feels about the Wolverine actor's return in the Deadpool 3-quel. While fans and Hugh Jackman himself seem too excited for his return as the Marvel superhero Wolverine, James Mangold doesn't seem to feel the same way about it, and in his recent interview with Variety, the director admitted that he wished that Logan would be Jackman's last film as Wolverine. I can't say there's a part of me that doesn't wish that we let it be, he stated. Mangold further shared that people will continue to try and make new projects with the superhero, whether as a baby Wolverine or a cartoon Wolverine. The Night and Day director also stated that he doesn't want to estimate his success as a director in a single movie. I don't measure my success in a movie like Logan with whether we ended the conversation. I ended my conversation. The Indiana Jones 5 director added, Logan is considered to be one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. It also landed Mangold his first Oscar nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay at the 90th Academy Awards. While the director feels disappointed with the sudden return of the superhero, both Reynolds and Jackman have shared that the events of Deadpool 3 would not impact Logan in any way. Although he is a bit disappointed with Hugh Jackman's return to the Deadpool 3-quel, the director still hopes it is to be a great film. In a conversation with Comic Book, the Copland director shared that he expected it to be a fun 48-hour style buddy picture. He shared that he also discussed that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman could do something like Walter Hill or Midnight Run, and he is excited to see it finally happening. These two somehow on a road trip together would be magical, Mangold shared. Fans who have been eager not only for Jackman's return, but also to see the Deadpool and Wolverine actors together, are already discussing the plot of Deadpool 3, which includes everything from time travel to the multiverse. Now, Deadpool 3 is set to release on May 3rd, 2003. Let me see. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? Do you think that Hugh Jackman coming back to play Wolverine in Deadpool 3 is gonna affect Logan? No, it's not. What are you talking about? First of all, Mr. Mangold, I need to get on your ass for even agreeing to do a damn Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones should have been over with a long time ago. Oh, my bad. That was Indiana Jones 5. Excuse me. I don't know which one this is. It might be 5. Is it this one? I don't know. But whatever. If he's the director of this one, I'm pissed off at you for even doing it. You understand? Now, here's my gripe. It's two different films. And in this film, we don't even know what he's going to be. We don't even know if he's going to be the old Wolverine or he's going to be a whole nother Wolverine. We don't know. And plus, it doesn't have nothing to do with Logan. Logan was based off of the comic book, I believe, that Wolverine died in. Like at the end, he was at the end of his run and stuff. It was eloquently written and it was eloquently drawn. The pictures of that comic. I'm going to find the comic book. And I'm going to let y'all know the name of it. I forgot it. It was so long ago. I think it is called Logan. The comic book. But anyway, that was his swan song. That was letting, Wolverine go to the pastures. They brought him back anyway later as Weapon X or another Wolverine. They brought him back. So it's nothing to really be all crazed about. That's all I'm saying. It's like, we got to get out of this. We got to get out of this, oh, well, that could mess it up. I wanted the character retire. Well, I like him being in Deadpool because, to me, it'll be a great way to bring another Wolverine in. Because think about it. They still could bring another Wolverine in, but it's cool to bring him back for Wolverine one more time. Like we did with Deadpool when we brought Juggernaut, the real Juggernaut back. Not that in that X-Men Last Stand bullshit. I mean the real Juggernaut. But it's cool to see, but this ain't finna mess up Logan. I watch Logan. People still go back to watch Logan. It's two different films, man. Like, come on. That just sounds like some BS coming out of his mouth just to get some attention. But it's not going to affect how Logan was at all. Now, Transformers, Heroes in Disguise, or we'd be like Transformers, Negroes in Disguise, Transformers is more than meets the eye. I know I'm off. I'm sorry. Now, Transformers, the number one launching with Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Cliff Jumper, RC, and Wheeljack. Skybound has revealed more details surrounding Transformers, the number one. Launching on October 4th from creator Daniel Warren Johnson, the series will launch with a team consisting of Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Cliff Jumper, RC, and Wheeljack. Fans should stay tuned to Skybound social channels next week as the Decepticon team will be unveiled daily. This is part of the Energon Universe launch which kicks off with the Void Rivals number one last week. For more on this new relaunch of Transformers, make sure you look up the interview by Robert Kirkman. Now, Transformers number one begins an all-new era for the iconic robots in the skies from Daniel Warren Johnson. Extremity do a powerbomb, DC's Wonder Woman's Dead Earth, and colorist Mike Spicer, Stillwater Murder Falcon. Optimus Prime was supposed to have led the Autobots to victory. Instead, the fate of Cybertron is unknown, and his allies have crash-landed far from home alongside their enemies, the Decepticons. As these titanic forces renew their war on Earth, one thing is immediately clear. The planet will never be the same. New alliances are struck, battle lines are redrawn, and humanity's only hope for survival is Optimus Prime. So this is basically a comic book. So the first issue looks clean. So it's basically got, I'm going to put the picture up. Make sure you guys see it on the cover. It's basically from the old school Transformers, like in the 80s and stuff. Now, so Skybound is in partnership with toy and game company Hasbro. They announced a full lineup of Autobot team members that will appear in writer/artist powerhouse Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers is October 4th. So the teasers of each character appeared on Skybound social channels this week, showcasing the all-star team of Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Cliff Jumper, RC, and Wheeljack. So make sure you guys tune in to Skybound, because Skybound will basically give you everything. So this is the new Energon. So basically they're trying to find, so the stealth launch introduced the historic new partnership between Hasbro and Skybound, Transformers and G.I. Joe comics finding a new home with the publisher. So this is what's up. Because if you watch the movie basically is the same as the comic almost, except you got Bumblebee in there and Mirage. But it's kind of hitting on the same thing. It's kind of right there, like where they got stuck and they're trying to find a way back. It's kind of hitting on that, and they don't know what's happening with Cybertron. But Transformers, before Michael Bay effed it up, well, Transformers 1 was good. 2 was trash. 3 was okay. The 4 and 5s were bad, and then this one, that the Bumblebee was okay. It was all right to me. It's like a one-time watch. And then this one here, I liked this one, Rise of the Beast. This was awesome. I love this one. So, but it's cool, Transformers. But if you watch the movie at the end, this is a spoiler. If you haven't seen it, don't listen to what I'm about to say. But G.I. Joe was implemented in the end of the movie. So we might have G.I. Joe and Transformers have a crossover, which we don't know because G.I. Joes have been trash. Like, they've been terrible. Even the Snake Eyes movie was trash. So it's like, what are we going to do? if they do that, then I think it'll be in better hands with better writers and a better director. Michael Bay, I just don't like him as a director because he likes to blow shit up all the time. So, well, that's all I got for today. Let me know about the first story with the lady running tests on the students. Let me know about the second story. You know, with the Tyreek Hill situation. I'll let you guys know more about that later. I don't really know too many details, but I'll let y'all know about that later. Mangold, how do you feel about his reaction to Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine again, which he thought should have ended at Logan? And tell me what you think about the new Transformers lineup. Do you think somebody else should be in there? Do you like the lineup? Let me know. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what y'all hear, y'all can donate to the page by going to the description box, hitting that link to my Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also go to my Zelle. There's a number there. You use that number. You can find me on Zelle, and you could leave a donation that way. You also could super chat when we go live or premiere, or you could leave a super thanks if you don't make the video. So thank you guys for listening and your love. We are out. Deezy.